In the sci-fi thriller Aliens, we embark on a wild, extraterrestrial roller coaster ride with none other than the fearless Ellen Ripley. After narrowly escaping the horrors of the Nostromo in the first film, Ripley is awakened from her hypersleep 57 years later. She finds herself in a world where shoulder pads are bigger, but space nightmares remain just as terrifying. Ripley is soon recruited by the Weyland-Yutani Corporation to join a ragtag team of tough space marines on a mission to investigate LV-426, a distant planet now colonized. Upon arrival, they discover the colony decimated and a young girl named Newt as the sole survivor. It turns out the alien species that plagued Ripley before has multiplied into a full-blown infestation. Cue pulse-pounding action sequences, heart-stopping encounters, and more high-octane drama than a spaceship has seatbelts. As the tension ramps up and the one-liners fly faster than spaceship debris, Aliens delivers a punch that's out of this world. Join us as we delve into the madness and mayhem of this iconic film. And hey, strap in because we're about to blast off with 10 fun facts about the making of Aliens that'll make your acid blood boil. Imagine a universe where Ellen Ripley was almost left floating in the cosmic abyss, sipping on astronaut coffee and reminiscing about Jones the Cat. When James Cameron was penning the script for Aliens, he frequently sought counsel from Sigourney Weaver herself, ensuring Ripley's lines and actions were just right. However, this almost went awry when 20th Century Fox, desperate for a blockbuster, balked at Weaver's salary demands. They even suggested cutting Ripley from the story like a piece of space debris. But Cameron, like a determined xenomorph on the hunt, refused to let Ripley go. He knew the film needed its gutsy leading lady. After some interstellar negotiations, Fox surrendered to Weaver's demands, and Ripley was spared the fate of eternal space napping. And that, my friends, is how the galaxy dodged a bullet, and we got one of the greatest action heroines in cinema history. Buckle up for this mind-bending cosmic connection. In the director's cut of Aliens, there's a poignant scene where Ripley gazes at a photo of her deceased daughter, who sadly succumbed to cancer at the ripe age of 66. What's the twist? The picture Ripley holds is none other than a photo of Elizabeth Inglis, Sigourney Weaver's real-life mother. Yes, you heard that right. So, we have a fictional mother looking at a picture of her fictional daughter, who happens to be the mother of the actress playing Ripley. Talk about a family tree tangled in sci-fi vine. Now that's what I call interstellar meta. Did you know that the bathroom in Ripley's apartment isn't just any ordinary loo? Nope, it's actually a vintage Boeing 707 toilet chamber, straight out of aviation history. Talk about recycling with a twist. But wait, there's more intergalactic upcycling going on here. The iconic Armored Personnel Carrier, APC, that Ripley and the gang ride into battle. It started life as a hefty 70-ton lorry used for towing Boeing 747s. To transform this behemoth into a sci-fi tank, they stripped it down and gave it a new armored hull. But here's the kicker. It was so darn heavy that the floors of the Acton power plant, where they filmed the reactor scenes, had to be beefed up to support this space-age beast. Who knew making movie magic could involve so much heavy lifting? Back in the Alien days, there were whispers of a spicy sex scene between Dallas and Ripley. Yep, you heard that right. A steamy rendezvous to lure in more eyeballs, especially the male ones. But alas, this interstellar romance never made it past the cutting room floor. The finished film barely hints at Ripley and Dallas being anything more than work buddies. However, in Alan Dean Foster's novelization of Aliens, Ripley's post-meeting reflection reveals a different story. As she exits her demotion debacle, she steals a glance at a monitor showing Dallas's face, stirring up memories of him as not just her captain and friend, but apparently her Lover? Talk about space drama that never made it to the big screen. Hold on to your chest bursters, because James Cameron loves a good reunion more than a xenomorph loves fresh prey. Exhibit A, Michael Biehn, aka Kyle Reese from The Terminator, 1984, returned to the Cameron-verse as the badass Corporal Hicks in Aliens. And speaking of Cameron's favorite pals, Arnold Schwarzenegger teamed up with the director again for True Lies, 1994, proving that even a T-800 can't resist a sequel. But wait, there's more cosmic camaraderie. Sigourney Weaver herself jumped back into Cameron's spaceship for Avatar 2009, making space magic once again. And let's not forget the queen of tough cookies, Jeanette Goldstein. After rocking our worlds as PFC Vasquez in Aliens, she joined Cameron's next blockbuster, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. This time, she traded her pulse rifle for a suburban mom vibe, playing John Connor's foster mom, Janelle Voight, who meets a rather unfortunate fate, courtesy of the T-1000. Ah, the wonders of cinematic reunions. Hold on to your teacups, because James Cameron faced his own intergalactic drama at Pinewood Studios, straight out of a British tea time nightmare. Similar to George Lucas's Star Wars saga years earlier, Cameron and his pixie-like wife, Gale Ann Hurd, encountered a frosty reception from the British crew. These tea-loving skeptics didn't quite buy into Cameron's vision for Aliens and opted for afternoon sandwiches over following the director's orders. But unlike Lucas, who quietly sipped his Earl Grey, Cameron, known for his fiery temper, wasn't about to let the crew have their cake and eat it too. Oh no, he clashed with the Brits more times than a xenomorph versus a space marine. The pinnacle? He even blasted the director of photography into orbit. Talk about a director who takes no prisoners. Al Matthews, the legendary gunnery sergeant Apone, may he rest in peace, was more than just a tough space marine. He was the real deal. Before battling xenomorphs on screen, Matthews was a Green Beret who saw action in the Vietnam War. But his heroics weren't confined to history books. During the filming of that intense dropship entry scene on Acheron, when things got a little too real and the roof of the capsule collapsed, nearly squishing our beloved Sigourney Weaver, Matthews sprang into action faster than you can say, "Game over, man." With instinct sharper than a facehugger's embrace, Matthews took command, barking orders like it was a full-blown combat situation. Now that's what I call method acting. Hats off to Gunnery Sergeant Apone, both on and off the screen. The casting of Corporal Hicks in Aliens was a roller coaster ride through the stars. Originally, James Remar was set to rock the role, but like a facehugger crashing a party, he had to bail after a few weeks due to creative differences. Translation: a run-in with the law involving certain substances. Cue the intergalactic scramble. On a fateful Friday evening post-Remar's exit, Gale Ann Hurd, who probably had the speed dial of a hypersonic spaceship, rang up Michael Biehn and asked if he could teleport to London by Monday to save the day. Biehn, being the trooper he is, gladly accepted the gig. No grueling boot camp? Check. Minimal lines to memorize? Double check. And so, Corporal Hicks was reborn, with Biehn at the helm. But wait, there's a sneaky twist like a chest burster waiting to pop. Cameron had to reshoot scenes originally filmed with Remar. Despite the cosmic reshuffling, eagle-eyed viewers might spot a few frames where Hicks mysteriously morphs into Remar from behind. Ah, the magic of movie making. In a classic moment before the Marines touch down on LV-426, Corporal Hicks famously labels their mission as a bug hunt. Well, leave it to Ron Cobb, the genius conceptual artist behind the scenes, to cook up some visual humor fit for a cosmic chuckle. Cobb whipped up a snazzy sign featuring a cartoon eagle armed to the beak with a machine gun and boots, accompanied by the slogan, "Bug Stomper, we endanger species." Sounds like the kind of exterminators you'd want for a xenomorph infestation, right? But alas, this masterpiece of insect-smashing propaganda ended up being smaller than a chest-burster's pinky toe when slapped onto the side of the dropship. Talk about a missed opportunity to make those bugs quake in their slimy exoskeletons. Picture this. Not one, but two versions of the Queen were crafted, one pint-sized model and one full-blown colossal monster. Now, let's fast forward to that iconic scene where the Queen tries to hitch a ride in the elevator with Ripley and Newt. Plot twist. The Queen's tail was so epically long that it couldn't squeeze into the lift. So, like a DIY space renovation, the crew had to chop off the tail just to get Her Majesty through the doors. But wait, there's more. To conceal this tail-taming trickery, they summoned clouds of smoke and wielded lightning like a galactic magician, keeping the Queen's injury under wraps. Unless you've got xenomorph vision, you'd never notice this sneaky maneuver. Talk about Hollywood magic. So next time you're rewatching Aliens, keep an eye out for the Queen's tailgate fiasco. It's the stuff of sci-fi legend. And there you have it, fellow space travelers. 10 mind-boggling, chest-burster-worthy facts about the making of Aliens that will have you seeing xenomorphs in a whole new light. From the cosmic casting shakeups to the tail-chopping antics with the alien queen, this behind-the-scenes journey is proof that making a sci-fi masterpiece isn't all smooth sailing in zero gravity. If you've enjoyed uncovering these interstellar tidbits and want more out-of-this-world content, don't forget to hit that like button faster than Ripley can wield a flamethrower. And while you're at it, subscribe to stay tuned for future adventures in the cinematic universe. Together, we'll explore the depths of space, battle intergalactic baddies, and uncover the secrets of our favorite films. Remember, in space, no one can hear you hit that subscribe button, except maybe a lurking xenomorph. So keep those thrusters firing, and until next time, stay curious, stay fearless, and keep exploring the universe of movie magic.